Hi, my name is Michael Timms, Executive Director at Camp of the Hills. Camp of the Hills is a ministry dedicated to revealing and glorifying Jesus Christ by providing life-changing opportunities for at-risk kids from low-income communities all across Texas. This mission is primarily done through our summer camps.
Camp of the Hills is run on volunteer labor. I started out my career at Camp of the Hills as a volunteer back in 2000 and 2001. So I've done the grunt work behind the scenes that helps make this camp run. And we have so many volunteer groups who come out and give their time, their effort, who pour in sweat into making this place work. And each moment that volunteers spend working on Camp of the Hills property during the off-season helps us to be ready for when the kids get here. The work of all those volunteers comes to fruition as we get to know these campers better and these campers get to know God better.
As we've understood what God does through the lives of students and counselors here at this camp, our students want to be a part of that. And so they love, year after year we come back to Camp of the Hills and they serve, and it really makes a difference in their lives. First of all, they get to understand that other people live differently than they do. And so when we come here to serve, they have an understanding of what God is doing in the lives of people who don't have the things that they have and don't get to experience the unconditional love that most of our students have had. And as they begin to think about that, then they understand maybe not just what the message means for themselves, but how, like this camp, they can be part of what God's doing to take that message around. So Camp of the Hills has been a very, very special place. And so our first opportunity to come was 6 years ago. And we began to work in the Texas spring heat, moving rocks. And our students spent 6 to 8 hours moving rocks and having the time of their life just serving, spending community time together, and really doing something they thought was going to make a significant difference in the lives of others. The next morning we had built in an hour and a half, 2 hours of recreation time after their hard work on Friday. And we gave them the option of either doing rec for an hour and a half or coming back and spending 2 more hours and finishing up the project that they had worked on. And they loved the camp, they loved what the camp was about. They actually gave up their recreation time to come and serve the last 2 hours of the retreat on Saturday.
I would say for sure this camp wouldn't be able to run without the behind-the-scene work, like the donations and different contributions from people that work here at camp and do different things. We wouldn't be able to have a summer without them. We wouldn't be able to minister to these kids and see how these kids relate to each other and help them grow closer to God.
For all the people that help and all the people that come out, I would say thank you. Thank you because you made a difference in my life. You make a difference in so many kids' lives. I've always wanted to do something with kids, but like in this atmosphere, away from everything else, like just focus on them. I wouldn't want to do anything else with my life.
Thank you for being here, making us feel wanted, and loved.
What I'd like to say to them is thank you very much because this experience has been awesome and I wouldn't be nowhere in the world right now but here.
Please contact us anytime to learn more about what God is doing through Camp of the Hills and how you can get involved. I'd love to give you a tour and share a few stories of how God's love is transforming and making a difference in the life of campers like these. So from Camp of the Hills, we say,
thank you
for prayerfully considering being a part of our mission of sharing the love and hope of Jesus Christ with His precious children.